MARIAH the Scientist, Sam Fran. This is your KNO B4 U GO. Let's get into it. You guys are going to be at the Masonic on Tuesday, March 24th. Capacity of that venue is 3,481 attendees. Doors are going to open at 7 and show is at 8. Let's go ahead and break down showtime. She has 2 openers. Akia will be out at 8. 4 bats around at 8:30, 8:40 mark. And MARIAH anywhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Box office is going to open at 6:30. Those who have VIP packages, the meet and greet package and the package where you get merch and the 360 photo booth, you should be looking out for an email from One More Time VIP. They're going to send you an email which will include your entry time and any other details needed, because your entry time will be a little bit earlier than general admission. Those who purchased the California Lounge package, it is currently sold out now, so it's not available, but I did want to include the details. It features a private cash bar, coat check, and restrooms. Additionally, you're going to gain priority entry into the venue an hour earlier than general admission, and you're going to go through the California Lounge entrance, which is on the corner of California Street and Taylor Street. They do want to make it known that you're only going to have access to the California Lounge, no other portion of the venue. This venue is a mixture of general admission and seated areas as well. So general admission will be downstairs, which is standing only, and then upstairs on the balcony, there will be reserved seating. Bags can be no bigger than 12 by 6 by 12. They do not have to be clear, but they do mention that bags that are not clear are going to be subject to additional search. No jewelry or clothing that can inflict harm. When I see this, a lot of times I see mention of any items that might be spiked. So maybe a spiked belt, any jewelry that might have spikes on it, things of that nature, I would leave at home. If you have mace or pepper spray on your keychain, please remember to take that off, because that will be considered a weapon and will not be allowed into the venue. If you want to purchase alcohol, or if you have tickets to pick up from the box office, please remember to bring your ID, because you will need that. Portable fans. They do not specifically address them, but if you do want to bring one, please make sure that it is small enough to fit into your bag, and generally they are not a problem. Portable chargers. They are not a problem either. They typically just ask that they be no bigger than the size of your phone. Selfie sticks are a no. They are not allowed. The venue is cashless, so think tap to pay and your cards. The venue does prohibit smoking inside and on the front porch next to the main entrance. They mentioned to please see guest services to be directed to the designated smoking area. There is no re-entry permitted into the venue. So if you go out, in order to get back in, you will need a brand new ticket. Cameras. No personal video cameras, GoPros, drones, or laser pointers. Cameras with detachable lenses or lenses that zoom out more than 1 inch. They're not allowed because they're considered professional. No professional audio or video recording equipment, including tripods, zoom lenses, or commercial use rigs. So what is allowed? Cameras on your phone, point and shoot, a disposable, and a Polaroid camera. Outside food. No outside food is allowed. However, they are saying that you're going to be allowed to bring in 1 factory sealed bottle of water. Okay. They mentioned that the policy is subject to change based on the artist's request or safety considerations, but considering that they have been handing out water at her past shows, I'm assuming that you will be allowed to bring in 1 factory sealed bottle of water. They do mention only soft side collapsible water bottles are permitted. Umbrellas are a no. Posters. They can be no bigger than 8.5 by 11, must be appropriate in nature, and they cannot be blocking anyone else's view. ADA drop-off, or just drop off closer to the venue. That's going to be located in the white zone on California Street, directly in front of the facility. Please let the staff know that you are dropping someone off, and they will assist you from there. Prescription medications. If you need to bring them into the venue with you, please make sure that you only bring what you need, first of all, for that show. And then it does need to be in the original container with a name on it that is verifiable by a photo ID. If you're going to be bringing over-the-counter medication, please make sure that it is in its original packaging. So you need to bring in Aleve, make sure it's in the Aleve container. Don't take it out and just bring it in a plastic bag. Parking is going to be available through Ticketmaster. They recommend purchasing your parking in advance because space is limited. But if you do purchase the parking in advance, it is guaranteed regardless of when you arrive at the show. And parking is going to open 3 hours prior to showtime. So that'll be 5 o'clock. Parking is going to open at 5 o'clock. And they do have ADA parking available in the garage. So I will show you how to find it. You will go to Ticketmaster, you'll enter MARIAH the Scientist, and it will bring you to this page. You will scroll down to your show. San Francisco on Tuesday. Now next to 8 o'clock p.m., the M and PM, there's a I with a circle. You will click on it. It will bring up this page, the event information page. You'll scroll down to parking and you will hit that link. It will bring you to this page. You'll see that it is $60 per car. So this is parking for the Masonic. Alternate means of transportation to the venue other than driving. They have the one, which is the California Muni Bus, stops nearby at Sacramento and Spool Lane. It's a few minute walk from the venue. The 27 Bryant Bus passes through Nob Hill and stops close to the Masonic. The 27 also connects to the BART And then you have the California Street cable car, which stops at California and Taylor, which is just steps away from the front entrance to the venue. Weather for the evening, 52 degrees and mostly clear. A beautiful night for a show. San Fran. That is your Know Before You Go. So a couple of points to cover before we wrap up this Know Before You Go. One is about something that Mariah mentioned at her show just recently, and it is about the fighting at her shows. She mentioned that she does not condone violence. She wants the fights to stop, or else she's not going to come back. Okay, so just wanted to bring that to people's attention in case you have not seen it. She wants the fighting to stop at her shows. Now, this naturally leads into my next point, because I think this may be somewhat contributing to some of the ruckus that's happening at some of the shows. Preparing for the show before you go. Okay, for those who have general admission, which is standing room, please know that if you do come at the beginning of the show, you're going to be standing for a while. She's not coming out any earlier than 9:30 at the earliest. In all honesty, it's going to be somewhere between that 9:45 and 10 o'clock mark. Okay, so if you get to a show at 7 o'clock, you're going to be standing. You're going to be standing. Doors open at 7, you're going to be standing for a long time. Think of your feet, because you are going to be standing. If you are only coming to see Mariah and you don't care about seeing the openers and you are willing to sacrifice maybe standing towards the back just for comfort and to avoid crowds and to avoid standing, come closer to 9 o'clock, because she's not coming on any earlier than that 9:30, 10 o'clock mark. Okay. For those who want to be close to the stage, queuing up, because I did not discuss that earlier. The venue does not have a time that you cannot queue before, which means, sometimes they will make it where they say you cannot start lining up no earlier than 8 o'clock. I did not see anything anywhere about that for this venue. So technically you can line up as early as you want. What have I seen? Typically around that 4 o'clock, 4:30 mark, when people kind of start lining up, and that will probably get you closer to the stage. Okay. But of course, that all depends on who decides to show up the earliest. So don't hold me to that. Please keep in mind that those who have VIP packages, the meet and greets and the other VIP packages, they're going to get priority entry. They get into the venue first. Okay, so they'll probably get access to lining up or picking a spot around the stage the quickest and the earliest. Okay, and then everybody else after them. Hydration. Drink water. Keep yourself hydrated. It gets hot in these venues. It gets very hot in these venues. So keep yourself hydrated. They say that you can bring a bottle of water. They're probably going to supply water as well. Drink your water. Alcohol, if you're going to drink, do so responsibly, okay? Because I think that may help as well to curtail some of the fighting, okay? So that's my soapbox regarding that. We want to respect the artist. We want her to be able to focus on her art. Let's help her by cutting down on these fights. And we also want her to tour again. So let's cut down on the fighting. All right, moving on. Parking passes, get them ahead of time. Go ahead, download them so they're ready to go. When you pull up in the parking deck, parking garage, you can show them to the staff or either scan them to get in. That moves parking along faster. Your tickets to the show, download them, have them ready to go, gets you into the venue quicker. Patience, pack your patience. I think that's going to help. The venue is going to be packed overall. It's basically a sold out show. For those who are in the standing section, you are going to be shoulder to shoulder with other people. So pack your patience. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them down below. I do try to get back to you as quickly as I can. If you are not attending the San Fran show, but you are attending an upcoming show on this tour and you want to be at a Know Before You Go, give me a follow because I got you. Also, I'm covering many of the other hot and upcoming tours for 2026. We have a bunch of them. So once again, if you want to be at a Know Before You Go so that you can enjoy your show, give me a follow because I got you. San Fran, prepare, pack your patience, be safe, y'all. Please be safe and enjoy the show. Bye.